Ben, do you have any big plans or goals for the next 5 years? Any significant milestones you're aiming for?
Yes, Sarah, I do. One of my primary goals is to launch my own tech startup. I've been working on developing an innovative app that aims to simplify project management for small businesses. Over the next 5 years, I plan to take this idea from the concept stage to a fully operational company. Additionally, I hope to travel more extensively. I've always wanted to visit places like Japan and New Zealand to explore their unique cultures and landscapes. What about you, Sarah? Do you have any significant plans or goals for the near future?
That sounds incredibly exciting, Ben. As for me, I have a few goals lined up as well. Professionally, I'm aiming to advance in my career by pursuing a master's degree in educational technology. I believe that integrating technology into education can make a significant impact, and I want to be at the forefront of that change. Personally, I also want to focus on self-improvement and wellness, perhaps even writing a book about my experiences as an educator. We should definitely keep each other updated on our progress, and maybe even collaborate on projects that intersect our interests.
That's a wonderful idea, Sarah. Combining our expertise could lead to some exciting opportunities. Let's stay in touch and see where our journeys take us.
Tom, where do you see yourself living in the future? Do you have a dream city or country where you'd like to settle down?
I've always dreamed of living in Japan. The blend of traditional culture and modern innovation fascinates me. I visited Tokyo a couple of times and fell in love with the city's energy and the way technology is seamlessly integrated into daily life. Plus, the food is incredible. What about you, Sarah? Do you have a particular place in mind where you'd like to live?
Japan sounds amazing, Tom. For me, I've always been drawn to the charm of Italy, particularly Tuscany. The picturesque landscapes, rich history, and the slower, more relaxed pace of life there are incredibly appealing to me. I can imagine myself living in a quaint little village, spending my days writing and exploring the local culture. Maybe one day we can visit each other's dream destinations and share our experiences.
That would be fantastic, Sarah. Tuscany and Tokyo both have so much to offer. Experiencing each other's dream locations could give us a deeper appreciation for different cultures.
Ben, do you plan to continue your studies or pursue any further education in the future?
Yes, Sarah, I do. I'm considering enrolling in a few advanced courses in business management and data analytics to enhance my skills and knowledge. I believe continuous learning is crucial, especially in the tech industry where things evolve rapidly. How about you? Do you plan to pursue further education?
Absolutely, Ben. As I mentioned earlier, I'm planning to get my master's degree in educational technology. I'm also interested in taking some online courses related to creative writing and psychology. I think expanding my knowledge in these areas will help me both professionally and personally. Perhaps we can share study tips and resources as we go along.
That sounds like a great idea, Sarah. Supporting each other through our educational journeys could be very beneficial.
Ben, do you have any plans for major life changes, like starting a family or moving to a new country? Ben, do you have any plans for major life changes, like starting a family or moving to a new country?
I've been thinking about it, Sarah. While starting a family is something I'd like to do eventually, I'm not in a rush. I want to make sure I'm well established and can provide a stable environment first. As for moving, Japan is still high on my list, but I'm also open to other opportunities if they arise. What about you? Any major life changes on the horizon?
I'm on the same page, Ben. I'd love to start a family someday, but I'm currently focused on my career and personal growth. Moving to Italy is a dream, but it's also something I'd like to plan carefully. In the meantime, I'm enjoying exploring new places and meeting new people. Major changes can be exciting, but it's important to be prepared for them.
Absolutely, Sarah. Taking the time to prepare and ensure stability is key to making these big life changes successful.
Ben, can you walk me through your typical daily routine from the moment you wake up until you go to bed?
Sure, Sarah. My day usually starts at 6 a.m. I begin with a 30-minute workout, which is either a run around my neighborhood or a yoga session at home. After that, I have a healthy breakfast, usually a smoothie and some eggs. By 8 a.m., I'm ready to start work. I work from home, so I have a dedicated office space where I spend most of my day tackling projects and meetings. Around noon, I take a break for lunch, and then I might go for a short walk to clear my head. In the evening, I usually spend time reading or working on personal projects. I make sure to have dinner by 7 p.m. and then unwind with a bit of TV or a book before bed. What about you, Sarah? What's your daily routine like?
Your routine sounds very balanced, Ben. My day starts around 7 a.m. with a cup of coffee while I read the news or a book. After getting ready, I head to work, which involves teaching and interacting with students throughout the day. I have lunch around noon, usually something light and healthy. After work, I like to go for a run or hit the gym. Evenings are spent preparing dinner and catching up on any leftover work, or relaxing with a good TV show. I try to be in bed by 10 p.m. to get a good night's sleep. It's a busy schedule, but I find it fulfilling.
It's great to hear you have a routine that keeps you productive and balanced, Sarah. Maybe we could share workout tips and healthy recipes sometime.
Ben, how do you manage your time effectively to stay productive throughout the day?
I rely heavily on time management techniques, Sarah. I break my day into blocks of time dedicated to specific tasks. For instance, I have a block in the morning for focused work, another in the afternoon for meetings, and a block in the late afternoon for any miscellaneous tasks. I also use to-do lists to keep track of my tasks and priorities. Regular breaks are important to avoid burnout, so I make sure to take short breaks every hour. How do you manage your time, Sarah?
I use a similar approach, Ben. I plan my week in advance using a planner, which helps me see what needs to be done and when. I prioritize my tasks by their importance and urgency, tackling the most critical ones first. I also make sure to allocate some time for relaxation and self-care. It's all about finding a balance between productivity and well-being.
That's a solid approach, Sarah. Balancing work and relaxation is key to staying productive in the long run.
Ben, what's one habit you've incorporated into your daily routine that you find particularly beneficial?
One habit that has made a big difference for me is starting my day with a workout. It helps me wake up fully and sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. It also boosts my energy levels and mood, which makes me more productive. Do you have any habits that you find particularly beneficial, Sarah?
Yes, I've found that taking a few minutes each morning for mindfulness meditation helps me start the day with a clear and focused mind. It reduces stress and improves my concentration throughout the day. It's a small habit, but it has a big impact on my overall well-being.
That sounds like a wonderful habit, Sarah. I might try incorporating mindfulness meditation into my routine as well.
Ben, do you follow any specific fitness routine or diet to stay healthy and fit?
Yes, Sarah. I try to maintain a balanced diet that includes plenty of vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains.